Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'm going to be giving a first-time reaction to a singer-songwriter named Jackson Browne. In fact, we're going to check out the entirety of his album, Running on Empty. Full disclaimer, I've never actually heard Jackson Browne before, never heard his name, don't know what kind of music he writes. Never heard one of his songs, so this is going to be a very, very fresh reaction for you all, which I hope you do enjoy. But before diving into this, I just wanted to specially thank Frank the Playful for making this donation request and the album selection today. As always, Frank, it means the world to me, and your donations help guide the direction for the reactions that I do over here. With that all said, I'm excited to listen to something new. So let's quickly dive in. Get a little picture collage, montage of all the members. Already a lovely melody. Good driving energy. Running on empty. Wow. The vocals, I love the layers. That's like 3 or 4 vocalists right there. Already digging the energy in this. The melody is nice. I mean, the beat is driving. You can hear the drum work underneath pushing us forward. Great start for the self-titled song, I should say. This is the intro to the album. The call and response. It makes so much sense, and it's immediately catchy. Guitar solo has sold it for me already. Gotta have a good guitar moment. I like the way that the pictures, right? They interpose the faces so they'd kind of bleed into one another. They look like family, if I can like guess. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Just all the members, I guess. Family, friends too. Oh, that's Red Rocks. Beautiful energy to this, really warming. This is awesome. It's like uplifting. Simultaneously, it feels a little bit weary in certain moments, which I think dovetails very well with the meaning of this song, running on empty, on fumes, but you still keep on keeping on. Wow.
Thank you.
That was a great start to this one. I mean, yeah, beautiful driving energy right away. Beautiful melody. I love the call and response in the chorus sections. It gives you something very easy to kind of glob onto melodically. I can imagine listening to this in the stadium with all the Jackson Browne fans singing the running on, hearing everybody as a chorus behind me. It would produce many magical moments, I'm sure. And I'm trying to like parse together as I was listening how many vocalists there are. I could at least hear three or four different like vocal timbres in the chorus especially, and they were being added almost like sequentially as layers, if not in the call and response moments. I mean, I like that song a lot. It might, depending on how the rest of the songs go, that might just be the most memorable and shining star of, the album, being the self-titled track. We'll see how this develops. Running on Empty, man. So much of our lives, it feels like that. We are doing so much every single day. I find myself, I do a lot of reactions. I do a lot of work on my own things. I'm constantly busy. And, that can put me behind, and then I have to take time away from other things, and then sleep becomes a consequence. And running on empty is such a real feeling whenever we get the opportunity to truly rest and relax, and those moments of reprieve, cherish them, hold on to them, let them be the fuel for you. And ideally, let everything that you do serve you so that even when you're doing, you're still being refueled. But at the end of it all, you still need the time to recharge. It's just something to consider, especially with a song titled Running on Empty. Let's jump into the next one here, The Road. I'm getting a lot of like folk influence in this, and I think I got some too in the first track. Ooh, wait, that beautiful melody in the acoustic. Hold on, there's a subtle note. Da da da. Da da da. Oh, I like that a lot.
Highways and dance halls, a good song takes you far. You write about the moon and you dream about the stars. Blues in old motel rooms, girls in daddy's car.
That's beautiful.
You sing about the nights and you laugh about the scars. Coffee in the morning,
the strings will always do it for me.
cocaine afternoon. You talk about the weather and you grin about the rooms. Phone calls long distance to tell you how you've been. You forget about the losses, you exaggerate the wins.
Interesting, because like melodically we're almost like hovering between what I would presume to be a bit of Phrygian and then major. Of course, this is just like my my ear attempting to decipher melodically which scales we're using, but that's what it is, because we get this like da 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 da, that kind of movement that transitions into a sort of brighter, more contemporary Western music feel, which would be then major. Oh, I like it.
Tell you how you've been.
So here's Phrygian
You
with
forget
the strings,
about the losses.
and then major here.
You exaggerate the wins.
So major, full major.
When you stop to let them know you got it down.
Oh, I like his voice a lot.
It's just another town along the road. Ladies come to see you if your name still rings a bell. They give you damn near nothing, and they'll say they knew you well.
He has a
So
good
you
storytelling
tell 'em
voice.
you remember, but they know it's just a game.
Yeah.
And along the way their faces all begin to look the
It's
same.
acoustic, intimate, reflecting on just
When
the
you
road,
stop,
right? Presumably about their tour.
know you got it down.
Wow.
It's just another town along the road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
Well, it isn't for the money, and it's only for a while. You talk about the rooms, and you roll away the miles. Gamblers in the neon, clinging to guitars. You're right about the moon, but you're wrong about the stars. 'Cause when you stop to let them know,
Right about the moon, wrong about the stars?
but you're wrong about the stars.
Did I get that right?
Clinging to guitars.
That's very poetic.
You're right about the moon, but you're wrong about the stars.
Wow. Because that literally, I was thinking like, okay, that already is poetic in its own right, but it also is a double entendre for the stars themselves, right? The people performing the music who are going on tour, who are now busing from city to city to city, traveling that road. He can empathize being in that position, and he's saying, hey, what the position that we are in, it's a real thing rather than just contrived, and trying to actually humanize their position. Oftentimes artists are held in such infinitely high esteem that people develop parasocial relationships with them and actually inadvertently dehumanize them and treat them as like almost holier than thou without actual human struggle, which, I mean, I can understand why the bias occurs, but it is problematic to say the least. So I'm glad that he's like at least mentioning it here. You're wrong about the stars. You didn't get the memo, but here it is.
But you're wrong about the stars. 'Cause when you stop to let them know you got it down, it's just another town along the road.
Yeah, dude, that melody is immediately good, and it just stays good, is the thing. And the bright chimes in the distance. This is my favorite song already. Which is crazy because Running on Empty was already such a banger, but melodically this like hooks me in. resolves upwards. So I guess that was a live. This is all like a live album recording. I really like that one. Now we're in Rosie.
She was standing at the loading when the trucks rolled up. She was sniffing all around like a half-grown.
Why am I slightly reminded of Billy Joel as I listen to this? Maybe it's the fact that this is more of a piano ballad relative to what we've heard prior, because we had a rock song up front, then this sort of like acoustic string style song, and now this like piano ballad intro.
She was sniffing
which is very
all
Billy,
around
you know?
like a half-grown female pup. She wasn't hard to talk to, looked like she had nowhere to go. So I gave her a pass so she could get in and see the show.
Free tickets for Rosie.
And I sat her down right next to me and I got her a beer. While I mixed that sound on the stage so the band could hear. The more I watched him play, the less I thought of to say.
Jackson has a beautiful
When they
voice.
walked off stage, the drummer swept that girl away.
Wait, the drummer stole the girl?
To say. And when they walked off stage, the drummer swept that girl away.
And the rock star as always.
But Rosie, you're alright. You wear my ring when you hold me tight. Rosie, that's my thing. When you turn out the light, I got to hand it to me. Looks like it's me and you again tonight.
It's a triple harmony.
Rosie.
I think a female vocalist left panned and then another male right panned.
Well, I guess I might have known from the start she'd come for a star. Could have told my imagination not to run too far.
I mean, if I can predict what's gonna happen, like the drummer seemingly already stole her. Like she's about to cheat on Jackson here. Is my guess.
Too far. Of all the times
Or already
that I've
has.
been burned, by now you'd think I'd have learned.
Right.
That is who you look like, not who you are. You gotta keep that.
It's who you look like, not who you are. So he's like almost got that cynical view of everything in these like relationships is about looks rather than personality, which is not where I thought the song was gonna go, but that's interesting. Also, I'm loosely reminded of Drive-By Truckers as I hear this, especially as it relates to the way that they go about storytelling and playing. If you happen to know Drive-By Truckers, then you probably know what I'm getting at here. But instead of with acoustic guitars and, you know, lead acoustic melody, this is all piano driven.
Not who you are. You gotta keep that in mind, though. Rosie, you're alright. You wear my ring when you hold me tight. Rosie, that's my thing. When you turn out the light, I got to hand it to me. Looks like it's me and you again tonight. Oh, looks like it's me and you again tonight. It looks like it's me and you again tonight, Rosie.
Looks like it's me and you again tonight. I didn't even figure out what that line meant until now.
Rosie, Rosie.
because she's not there, and therefore,
Rosie.
wow. You know, it's interesting because like that track, it definitely feels like, you know, a love gone wrong on the surface, but I'm told that the idea of the song Rosie, if I just pull up the, let me pull up my notes here just so I have the actual explanation correctly in front of me. So this is information given by Frank here. So thank you, Frank, for the context. So this song is 100% metaphor, even though if I were listening to it on the surface, I would think it's all literal about this, you know, potential cheating situation. So Frank writes, the track is Rosie, and the reason that I'm even mentioning it is because it dawned on me that the expression Rosie Palm can be highly regional and an old euphemism, probably not used anymore, and you might not be aware that it is referring to self-pleasuring oneself. So in a lot of the lyrics in this song, he's conveying this sense of almost comical loneliness as a result of Rosie's behavior, but instead of being another person, Rosie, it's actually his hand. So it's almost like he is creating the cycle of loneliness through his self-pleasuring endeavors, which I would not have gotten without that context. So appreciate you, Frank. That one's a fun song for sure. Now, you love the thunder.
When you look over your shoulder and you see the life that you've left behind, when you think it over, do you ever wonder what it is that holds your life so close to mine? You love the thunder and you love the rain.
Great vibe in
You
this
see
one.
revealed within the anger is worth the pain. And before the lightning fades and you surrender, you got a second to look at the dark side of the man. You love the thunder and you love the rain.
So
You know you're
it seems like they're both in this, sorry, not to pause at the chorus, but they're both seeking something that's like relationally very volatile, because she loves the thunder, but he loves the rain. So it is a bit of like yin and yang, like they deserve one another because of their desires, but it is inherently tumultuous.
and you love the rain. You know your hunger like you know your name. I know you wonder
Oh, the
how you
halftime
ever
feel.
came
That is nice.
to be a woman in love with a man in search of the draw the shade and light the
As many of those electric moments I found, just throw them all in.
It holds you and calls your name. And just like your lover knows your desire, and the crazy longing that time will never tame. You love the thunder and you love the rain.
Nice harmonies here.
You know your hunger like
That was just a full band rocking groove. The piano, the guitar, the vocals, the drums, everything in that song is just kicking the entire time, which I'm appreciative of. And the fact that we've had just 4 bangers to start off the album, I mean, this is an amazing 4-song run, all with different vibes. Though I will say, like, most similarly is Running on Empty and You Love the Thunder. Oh, but it works so well, at least positioning them that far apart, such that they all do feel very different from one another. And it's surprising on the other hand, because when you string together multiple songs like this that come from different melodic places or even structural places, it almost feels like it may not work because they are worlds apart, like from the piano ballad to the acoustic song to the rock song. But really, the way that they're ordered justify all of the instruments that make You Love the Thunder what it is. It's like you kind of get a taste of all of their styles in one, in each subsequent song, and then with You Love the Thunder, you get it all together in one very delicate package. I'm enjoying my time right now. Let's check out the next one, Cocaine. Already sounds very folksy. A little chromatic action.
You take Sally and I'll take Sue. There ain't no difference between the two. Cocaine running all around my brain.
It's very honest.
Heading down Scott, turning up Maine, looking for that girl who sells cocaine. Cocaine.
He's very direct about it.
Around my brain.
Like some artists use euphemisms for cocaine. He's just like, nope, cocaine.
Mama, come here quick.
I really like the utilization of strings in this track, and just in general when it's used, maybe correctly is the wrong term, but in this way it accentuates a lot of these like melodic moments with Jackson singing, and I guess what feels like plucked fiddle or banjo. I'd have to listen again. I mean, no, it is acoustic actually.
Quick. That old cocaine about to make me.
Notice the panning. His voice is right in front of us, the strings hovering above to our like top right sort of thing, and then back left is the acoustic plucking.
Come here quick. That old cocaine about to make me sick. Cocaine running all around my brain. Last night about 4:15, the Donnie come knocking down my hotel room door. Where's the cocaine? Said it's running all around my brain.
It's almost like a warning song. Oh my gosh, the panning of the acoustic, it is so forward now. Very, very textured song. Ooh. Wow. The plucking here is very deliberate. It needs to be heard in this.
I was talking to my doctor down at the hospital. He said, son, it says here you're 27, but that's impossible. Cocaine, You look like you could be 45.
Wow, he's aged 18 plus years past his actual age. That's crazy. It's the health ramifications for you. Definitely sort of like a warning call of the song.
Now I'm losing touch with reality and I'm almost out of blow. Such a fine line, I hate to see it go. Cocaine running all around my brain.
I never knew a song about cocaine could be so beautiful. That's funny. And then the sniffle and snort at the end.
Gotta take either more of it or less of it. I can't quite figure out which one.
Well, I tell you what it does take. It takes a clear mind. That's what it takes.
You mean it takes a clear mind to take it or a clear mind not to take
It
it?
takes a clear mind to make it.
That's funny. It sort of feels like the kind of, it feels like we like momentarily sat in on a conversation of two like drug fiends like justifying their behavior to one another in a comical way. Like, yeah, man, it clears your mind, bro. And you have to kind of take it with a clear mind, and then it clears it up even more. And you can just imagine all the ways that conversation can unfold. I like that. I like the vibe a lot. It's definitely starkly acoustic, again, with some of those string elements more reminiscent of what we heard in The Road. But I would say a bit more folksy than what we heard in The Road. The Road definitely felt like more of a somber acoustic ballad relative to this one. But now I'm like thinking, like, we've had 5 songs of very different qualities all together. I really cannot pinpoint the genre, the style right now of Jackson Browne. It is very eclectic, to say the least. I'm honestly here for it. I love a good variety of genres. One of the things that I like hold in extremely high regard when it comes to an artist's discography is their ability to draw from multiple wells and genres. If they can also do a bit of genre blending, that's super cool. It feels like we're getting a bit of both, which I'm very appreciative of. Let's jump into Shaky Town.
I witnessed those one night stands. Must have played in 1,000 bands. But I'm just here tonight. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Seen folks show their blacker sides.
It's so in the
Seen
pocket,
'em
you know?
die just for foolish
Perfectly
pride.
punchy and bouncy in the right places. The drum beat
Those
is just
drivers
captivating.
always has to hear that same old song.
Harmonies again.
That's a big 10-4 from your back door. Just put that hammer down. This young man feels those 18 wheels that keep turning round to take me down to Shaky Town.
In all the right moments, this electric guitar just finds its way. I don't say this lightly, but everything so far has been a 10 out of 10 on this album.
Love you, that's me.
Loving the vibe. Love the diversity too.
I've heard
So
you
much to
tell
appreciate.
those lies about the love you know, and I followed those highway signs, and I've run down those thin white lines. Like those drivers, this old road is all I call my own. That's a big 10-4 from your back door. Just put that hammer down. This young man feels those 18 wheels that keep turning around to take me down to Shaky Town. All the way down to Shaky Town.
The harmonies again.
All the way down to Shaky Town.
Oh, and the bright piano
All
on
the
the
way
left.
back to Shaky Town. All the way back to Shaky Town. Down to Shaky Town.
Wow. Dude, again, 10 out of 10s, dude. And I'm noticing now a lot of imagery around cars, travel, being on the road, going from place to place geographically, like going from a different place, different city, touring. Now we're in Shaky Town, which is also just a metaphor for the instability one may feel in a different part of their life and having to move on from that place because you don't want to stay in Shaky Town where you're kind of your whole body and being is permeated by anxiety, instability, not knowing what is next. Because humans, we are very much creatures of habit, and we like to know where things are going to go. The superpower is if you're able to kind of weather the storms of expected instability, if I can word it like that, such that you become more resilient and can then contend with those moments a lot better than if you were to just like exist without any problems. Shaky Town. That was like sort of like a country rock kind of vibe. Now have we re-entered piano ballad land? Love Needs a Heart.
Maybe the hardest thing I've ever done was to walk away from you. Leaving behind the life that we begun, I split myself in two.
Alright, making the decision to let go, being harder than expected.
Proud and
Yeah.
alone,
Oh.
cold as a stone, rolling down
The beat immediately just captures your brain. This song is so warm and nice.
I could see the surprise,
Very
the
tender.
hurt in your eyes, there behind each flashing city light. Love needs a heart, and I need to find if love needs a heart like mine. Love won't come near me, but you don't even hear me.
The moments of guitar work in this are so tasteful and just particular, but they just add such a emotional richness that the song already has. I guess it just amplifies it that much more.
Like mine.
Perfection.
Love won't come near me, but you
Oh,
don't even hear me. She walks by my vacancy side. Love needs a heart, trusting and blind. I wish that heart was mine. been looking for mine. I hope it finds me in time. Love needs a heart, and I need to find. Love needs a heart like mine.
I really can't believe that song was only 3.5 minutes because it is so jam-packed with musical goodies. It's like every cross-section of that song that you take is just so dense and explosive all at the same time. Every single song has felt like that, by the way, which is uniquely impressive. Again, I don't say this like all the time here, but this album, every song I've heard thus far, 10 out of 10. Each of them their own unique thing, but they all still work so well together and independently. It feels like any one of these tracks could just be their number one hit. That is a hard thing to accomplish, I gotta say. And for never having heard Jackson Browne before, this is the most welcome introduction into his work. Wow, there's so much at play here. I don't even think I have all of the thoughts currently assembled in my brain, so we'll just keep it going.
Rolling down 295 out of Portland, Maine. Still high from the people up there, feeling no pain.
This feels like it has more roots in like bluegrass.
Gonna make it to New Jersey, gonna set it up and do it again.
Very punchy.
I got a bottle of wine, pass it on. Got a broken white line, I'm still so. Ain't nothing but time between.
It's so unpredictable, I'm realizing.
New Jersey line.
Even from moment to moment, I don't know what's gonna happen in terms of
Well,
style
it's a rock
or
and
feel.
roll band or a movie, you can take your pick. It ain't bad work if you can get it, but you gotta make it stick. We're getting any kind of sleep on this rolling hotel, that's the trick. I got a bottle of wine, pass it on. Got a broken white line, I'm still so. There ain't nothing but time between this Silver Eagle and that New Jersey line.
You can hear conversation. This is like a very like loose jam somehow. I could imagine this being played live just really casually. Very like playful but stripped down, you know?
Goes to Chuck Berry's
Okay. Wow. That was cool.
Just a broken white line, I'm still so. Just a whole lot of time in the twilight zone between me and these friends of
I feel like the fade out's coming. It is quieting down. I like that song. I like that there was like an instrumental section there.
I'd like to do a song I never played in public before. It's a brand new
Wait,
song.
so just correct me if I'm wrong. So this seems to be a full live album recording. I'm not sure if this is like a particular version of Running on Empty that, if I listen to like on Spotify, just hear the studio fully, if it would sound different. But the fact that it is live and I can hear the audience's cheers after the fact, to me, that is really cool. I love a good live performance. But I am curious if this isn't the baseline. If it is, then you've started in a cool place. If it's not, then it would also be very interesting to hear the original work. If there is any deviation in the composition or arrangement, or like the jam sections, maybe they differ one way or the other. The fact that if they're doing all of this live, it feels that well mixed and produced, just as a testament to their skill and live ability. That to me is a lot more impressive than, producing the same tracks but in the studio. It's still impressive, don't get me wrong, but to recreate it all live is just that next notch.
Sort of a tribute to the friends of mine that come out here on the road, and to you too.
I think we're here at the penultimate song now, the loadout. Why does this feel like it's about to make me cry? Another ballad of sorts. I love that leading hand melody.
Now the seats are all empty. Let the roadies take the stage, pack it up and tear it down.
Wow.
They're the first to come and the last to leave, working for that minimum wage.
Wow.
They'll set it up in another town.
Paying respect to the
Tonight the people
roadies, the helpers, the
were so
assistants.
fine.
Oh, the stagehands, all
They
of it.
waited there in line.
Oh.
When they got up on their feet, they made the show.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is true, like, respect being paid right now to everybody who works behind the scenes, behind the stage, that don't necessarily get that glamour, fame, recognition. This song is that moment where they're being given it, and it is so beautiful in the way it's being sung.
They made the show, and that was sweet. But I can hear the sound.
It's a bit of a meta song
too, and folding chairs.
About their own show and
That's a
performance.
sound they'll never know. Roll them cases out and lift them amps, haul them trusses down and get them up them ramps. 'Cause when it comes to moving me, you know you guys are the champs. But when that last guitar's been packed away, you know that I still wanna play. So just make sure you got it all set to go before you come from my piano.
These are just like instructions now. He's calling out, like, all right, make sure you guys got the info. You know what I'm gonna say. Dude, this album is so complete. It has everything.
But the band's on the bus,
Oh, great chord.
and they're waiting to go. We gotta drive all night and do the show in Chicago.
He's very honest.
These towns
He's like, I don't
all
know.
look the same.
It's all blending in for him.
We just pass the time in the hotel rooms and wander around backstage.
Right.
Till those lights come up and we hear that crowd and we remember why we came. Now we got country and western on the bus, R&B. We got disco and 8 tracks and cassettes and stereo.
Even the flow changes still.
We got rural scenes and magazines, and we got truckers on the CB, and we got Richard Pryor on the video. We got time to think of the ones we love while the miles roll away. The only time that seems too short is the time that we get to play. People, you've got the power over what we do. You can sit there and wait, or you can pull us through. Come along, sing the song. You know that you can't go wrong. 'Cause when that morning sun comes beating down, you're gonna wake up in your town. But we'll be scheduled to appear 1,000 miles away from here. People stay.
Oh, it transitioned into the final song. Let's listen to them together.
We wanna play.
This feels it feels wrong to pause it here. I just need to hear it all.
A little longer.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Promoter don't mind,
Great transition though.
and the union don't mind. If we take a little time and we leave it all behind and sing one more song.
Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Please, please, please say you will. Say you
It's just every moment is so fun to listen to.
Oh, won't you stay
Who's that?
a little bit longer?
Like the encore kind of thing, you know?
Please, please stay.
The audience like, don't leave, don't pack up.
A little bit more.
Now the promoter don't mind, and the roadies don't mind. If we take a little time and we leave us all behind and sing one more song.
so full circle. Wow, wow, wow. That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. Wow, what an album. What an album. Running on Empty, immediately 10 out of 10. I should just, it's up front, just 10 out of 10. I'll give you my explanation, but that just needs to be said right away. Oh man, every single song uniquely was good. They were distinct from one another. They all flowed together in their own right. Beautiful melodies all around, vocal harmonies to die for, just in every single moment. The way that they were layered in any contemporaneous moment in time produces these beautiful chords that dovetail perfectly with what you could hear, whether it's, you know, the strings, the piano, the acoustic guitar, or electric guitar. It is all just so coordinated, which I'm a big fan of. Even the way that the layering was happening sequentially, whether it was at the same time in a chord shape or one after the other, you could hear the layering not only in the vocals but with all of the instruments. At any given moment, there's this beautiful interplay, whether it again is between the vocals and guitar and piano and string. They just all fit their role really well, really quickly. One thing I will say too, very specifically, is a shout out to the drumming in all of this. It was so consistent. That really kept it all together for me, because if we started to have, you know, tempo switches or time signature changes, even crazier rhythmic patterns, I feel like I would lose a little bit of the storytelling and melodic charm that we actually got. So from my perspective, I actually like that the drumming, at least to me, felt a little bit more simple, because it allowed all of the other instruments and components to sort of blossom, which I really appreciate. And I will always give a particular shout out to the electric guitars, because, well, maybe electric guitar singular, I'm already biased towards that instrument, but man, they added so much in all of the moments that they appeared, whether it was in the full-on rock tracks or in the momentary emotional ballads. It played the role it needed to for that song expertly each and every single time. Amazing. So you had awesome rock tracks, awesome ballad tracks, awesome folk tracks, an awesome like rock anthemic feel throughout, but then you can quickly switch it up. It doesn't even matter really, because regardless, all of these songs, it feels like it just comes from their real life, whether it's to do with their show, their touring, you know, being on the run, their lives running on empty. They're doing so much from a musical standpoint. It can be hard to even keep track of where one is internally. So, I mean, man, shout out to Jackson Browne for this. Shout out to you, Frank, for the request. This was really amazing. I had never heard of Jackson Browne before today. Now I'm a massive fan. Maybe there's more Jackson Browne work out there. I would definitely be interested to check it out. I was going to give you guys a bit of a like short list of my favorite songs from this one. And there's no particular order here. I'm just giving the songs that like stuck out in my mind melodically, like which songs would I probably revisit very quickly. I would say Running on Empty, The Road, You Love the Thunder, Love Needs a Heart, and I would probably combine like the Loadout and Stay into one thing. I don't think I could ever listen to the second part without hearing the first, if that makes sense. Which I think I just listed more than half of the album here, so that goes to show you, man, there's so many bangers on this one. Let me know what you thought about Jackson Browne's Running on Empty. Really leave any comment down there. I would love to hear your perspectives, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and want to request one yourself, you can hit the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.